What's up, Internet? I'm Chimera, and I am bad at Homecoming City of Heroes. So Professor Lareaux looks a little bit different. Um, it's because he's not actually Professor Lareaux. He is Interrogator Lareaux, and this is not Primal Earth. This is Praetoria. Primal Earth is the main universe the City of Heroes takes place in. Praetoria is an alternate universe, and this is Professor Lareaux's uh, alternate universe doppelganger. He similar concept, magically bound to some uh, to an ancient artifact that has given him powers. In this case, his melee strikes cause a bit of radiation damage to his targets and surrounding targets. And Of course, his life path in this alternate universe has taken a bit of a different turn. Instead of being all bookish and being a professor in the university, he decided to become a member of the Praetorian Police Department. So uh, some of the things that you're going to see is this particular um, in this particular content, there are going to be moral choices, and Interrogator Lareaux is not going to seem to be as heroic as Professor Lareaux. So let's go ahead and get started on this. You'll also see that I've got some more buffs and stuff going on. I basically just went ahead and activated all of the prestige powers that were available to me, just to make my time here a little bit easier. Powers Division is the department of the Praetoria Police Department that superpowered individuals typically are required to go into. There are underground superpowered individuals. Usually they're affiliated with the Resistance. This is a tyrannical kind of government, and so you'll see like a dynamic where the superpowered uh, I'm hesitant to call them superheroes per se, but the superpowered individuals tend to be a little bit more arrogant, a little bit more like they don't really care so much about the common person as they do about their own clout. Welcome to Powers Division, recruit. Today you'll have your first live fire mission. You've been assigned to Reese, one of the top dogs in the Powers Division. Before you meet with him, I'd like to send you through some basic training. Now, this is the tutorial. I don't really need to go through all of that, so we're going to select, I'm a veteran. I don't need to go through the boot camp again. You'll need to talk to Reese. He's a pretty busy guy, but if you want to get anywhere in Praetoria, you'll have to talk to him. Wait a sec. Something on my comm. It's the destroyers. They're assaulting the precinct. Get over there, Interrogator Lareaux. Where can I find Reese? Reese will be on the near side of the precinct, fighting off the destroyers. Just go to the street behind me and turn left. You can't miss him. So the destroyers is an enemy group. They kind of hop themselves up on this drug called I think it's called Fixodine. There's a Primal Earth equivalent, and the enemy group that comes from like that on the Prime Earth are known as the Trolls. We've encountered some of them before. So the destroyers are a bit smarter and a little bit more dangerous than the Trolls. Hey, new recruit. Don't just stand there lollygagging. Can't you see we have a situation here? Here are some damage enhancements. Get them slotted, and we can get started. Okay, I'm ready. I got the memo about you, Interrogator Lareaux. You're being assigned to my division for a while. Do you know who I am? I'm a top dog in Praetor White's Powers Division. That means I'm famous, well-known, and respected. However, I have a task that only can be handled by an unrecognizable greenie. That's you. What do you need me to do? I need you to infiltrate the Resistance. There are destroyers all over the streets. It's a mess. Don't be fooled, however. They're just pawns of the real threat to peace in Praetoria, the Resistance. The Resistance is always looking for new recruits. I've made it known that you aren't happy being inducted into Powers Division. This should be enough to get your foot in the door. The rest is on you. Where should I go find the recruiter? There's a Resistance recruiter that is ready to meet you. Go to the door under the nearby underpass. That door will take you to the underground. Once you make contact with the Resistance member, I'll send in additional troops to arrest him and his buddies. Be careful. The Resistance will tell you anything to get you to join them. Don't fall for the trap of believing their lies. So there you get a little bit of an idea of what's going on between the Resistance and the government. You've made your way into the den where the Resistance are. Up ahead, you can hear the sound of a clockwork repairing itself. Cold readings, I tell you. Greetings, Interrogator Lareaux. I am clockwork programmed to aid the Resistance. It almost fits the writing scheme. The person you are to meet is currently on the run from the PPD. I have been sent to please use supply crate to retrieve some inspirations. All right. All right. Here, please take this earpiece. The man you are supposed to meet will speak with you through it. I have been instructed to give you additional data if required. I'm ready to get moving. What's next? I have been told to direct you to the door up ahead. You can destroy it to move forward. I will stay here in the meantime until events in the surface have calmed. All right. Yo, Interrogator Lareaux, it's Wrencher, the guy you're meeting with. We got a problem. PPP chased us right into the den of ghouls. I see it's too fast for me to read aloud. If I try to read it as fast as it appears and disappears, then I start getting tongue-tied. You're not going anywhere, terrorist. Your attacks on the people of Praetoria end today. Interrogator Lareaux. So, Praetor White couldn't just let the PPD handle this, huh? As you can see, we're finishing things up here with the resistance. But I guess you're here to show us how it's done, aren't you? Are you going to follow through on your orders and take down this resistance scum? So this is going to be the first of many moral choices. Basically, you start off in the tutorial as a loyalist by default, loyal to Emperor Cole and the Empire, or whatever they call it. Um, but I specifically have orders to join the resistance and work undercover. So I'm going to go ahead with the default plot and play that way. What that's going to do is that's going to unlock some additional dialogue options wouldn't um, that wouldn't appear if you stuck, with like following one path or the other. Like you won't get the additional dialogue options if you skip the tutorial. Good to see you're on our side, Interrogator Lareaux. You're a real slammer, huh? There's someone who wants to speak with you. I think you might have heard of him, Calvin Scott. He's here now, near the entrance to back to Topside. You should go speak with him. He'll tell you what you got to do. Good luck. I'll go speak with Calvin Scott. Interrogator Lareaux, good to see you. I'm the leader of the resistance here in Pretoria. I'm pleased to see you're on our side. To be honest, I was a little nervous that you were going to turn on us. Let's get to work. Good luck then, Interrogator Lareaux. You'll want to contact Praetor White as soon as you get topside. Be careful around Praetor White. His cool exterior is just cover for his true nature, a marauder. He's brutal, cruel, and selfish. Show any weakness around him and he'll break you in half. You might not like it, but for now you'll have to put up with his attitude. And remember, we need you as our inside man in the Powers Division. Do what you need to gain their trust, but don't believe anything those loyalist scum tell you. Sounds familiar. I'll make sure to be careful. So that's like the plot. Like, you're a loyalist infiltrating the resistance, and the resistance is asking you to infiltrate the loyalists. There's like several opportunities throughout this to like double cross literally everyone. Just some more tutorial messages. Let's go level up. Praetor White looks at you beneath his glasses, cracking his neck. Interrogator Lareaux. Heard a lot of things about you. Don't go getting all cocky just 'cause you took down some member of the resistance. You're talking to the guy who fought during the Hamadan Wars. So I ain't impressed hearing that someone took down a stupid idealist who could use a gun. But you got my attention, so that means something. For now. You got some spark in you. Even if you're still on the same level as most of the superpowered dogs around here in Pretoria. Me, I'm the top dog. I keep all the other powered dogs in line. You want to get noticed? You break yourself away from the pack and you join mine. That what you're trying to do, Interrogator Lareaux? That's the idea, Praetor White. I see a lot of ambition in you, Interrogator Lareaux, but that ain't gonna give you a free pass to my group. If you really want to get through the Powers Division, though, this writing is so weird. If you really want to get through the Powers Division, though, we're gonna have to make sure you've got the skills it takes to stand side by side with us. You think you've got what it takes? 'Cause I ain't got time to babysit any dogs when I could just throw you away. I got what it takes, believe me. What's next? Next, huh? We start working, that's what's next. Get yourself used to being in the high society of the Loyalists. Then come to me and we can get moving towards keeping the peace here in Pretoria. All right. So he's going to give us our first mission here. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Pretoria City's filled with yapping little dogs like you. And do you know who I am? Didn't we already have this discussion? I'm the top dog. Keep that in mind, and maybe you'll get a hangout. Maybe you'll get to hang out in my pack. You put all the other dogs in their place, and you get noticed. Don't and you get to... Don't and you get to sleep in the back alleys. There was supposed to be a comma there. Okay. You put all the other dogs in their place and you get noticed. Don't and you get to sleep in the back alleys. Get what I'm saying? That's a joke. That's a joke because his Prime Earth counterpart is known as Back Alley Brawler. Okay. The name's Mr. White. But between me and you can call me Mr. White. Got it? While Emperor Cole's off saving the world, I'm in charge of the muscle. I work hard to keep this city safe from the tunnel rats who think they can take away all we've worked for. That's where my Powers Division comes into play. I'm the division, and all of you guys are my power. Now that we got that straight, stop with the jibber jabber and let's get down to business. This writing is so good. It's really good, you guys. This day just gets better and better. We lost a lot of officers during the resistance attack on Precinct 5 earlier. Then, to make matters worse, the dumb as dirt TPN media circus decides it would be a good idea to report on it and spin the Pyrrhic? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've only ever seen it. I've never heard it. Pyrrhic victory into a crushing victory over the terrorist centerpiece in today's news. So now a riot's broken out here in the Magisterium. But to top it all off, the resistance used the battle as a distraction to get to their true objective. They've taken hostages at the Ministry of Technology. I need you to get in there and rescue those hostages before someone important gets killed. I just can't believe how lax the PPD have gotten without us around. Well, maybe you can show them how it's done. You know, I'd go in there and take care of it myself. I even have a... Let me back that up. You know, I'd go in there and take care of it myself. I even have a half a mind to do so anyway. But Cleo is right. I'd end up killing every coward in there and level the building. And that wouldn't do us any favors right now, winning back the trust of the people. So, this expansion was regarded as having the best writing in the game. There were 3 installments of this game. There was City of Heroes. City of Villains came out a couple years later as a standalone, but it also worked as an expansion. And then sometime later, Going Rogue, that's where this content comes from, came out, and it bridged the two together. The writing is generally considered pretty bad in City of Heroes. It was considered to be very improved in City of Villains, and a lot of the communities seem to agree that their writing peaked in Going Rogue. I haven't actually read many of the story beats in a very long time, but it doesn't appear to have aged well. The Ministry of Technology is quieter than normal, though you can hear muffled voices shouting from somewhere up ahead. That's a lot to read. Um, After taking Ford down, you found a small audio. After taking Ford down, you found a small audio device in one of his pockets. You flip it on, and you hear his voice say the following: "To whatever chomper this is, you're probably tossing a shadow over my corpse right now. If not, then you missed the party. My name is, well, it was Ford, but nobody gives a puff what my real name was, so it doesn't float to ponder on it. We Red Riding Hooded in we Red Riding Hooded into the Ministry of Technology knowing we'd all get corpsed. So you must be grinding gears as to why we do it. We did it to send a big old message out to the sheepy here in Pretoria City. No matter how fluffy the names are, these government agencies don't work for you. They work to enslave you. Open your peepers and rub the sleep from them. Can you even cogitate what went through our heads to do this? The hours and days we took reflecting on ourselves to come to the decision to deliver a message that only our corpses alone could deliver? Or do you even know what happened to us? We brave few who took a job who took a jab against the Emperor's stack of cards. Did TPN even pipe this story into your brains? Wake up. The gold and whitewash isn't that thick. Dig a little, and you'll find the dirt underneath, and the bodies this city is really built on. The wars are over, Cole. Give the people back the freedom they entrusted to you. Or do you not trust us in return? The message ends there. Interrogator Lareaux, you didn't get yourself killed. Good job taking down those scumbags. What's this? A recording? Praetor White listens to the message Ford recorded. Without a second thought, he crushes the device in his gigantic metal hand and dumps the pieces on the ground for a cleaner bot to take care of, and then snarls. There's commas. That's what most of this writing is missing. The writing is missing commas. Those resistance fighters knew they were on a one-way ticket to the ministry, and they went in anyway. Those damn fools are fighting for the wrong side. Why, I'd strangle my own mother for the dedication. I'd strangle my own mother for dedication like that in the PPD. Instead, here I am in charge of a damn Peace Corps who ain't fought a real fight in their lives. If this is any indication of the future, then I got the feeling that everything is about to change, Interrogator Lareaux. And not all for the better. You have a phone on you? Good. Call me on my direct line from now on. Getting kind of tired of looking at your face all the time. Speaking of changes, the first thing I did this morning was triple the number of PPD patrols in the tunnels. Calvin Scott is still at large, and we have reports that he is somewhere down there, along with a few resistance staging areas. Well, I just got word that a PPD search team ran into some real trouble and need the kind of help that only Powers Division can offer. Seeing as how you're here and you can hold your own against that gutter trash, I'm sending you in to bring those fools out. Find Officer Tepp. He's the one who retreated back into the communication range and radioed for Powers Division help. Once you find him, do what you can for the others. That's the fighting spirit. Get our boys out of there alive. And another thing, make those little tunnel rats wish they were never born. Echoing up from the tunnels, you hear the signature sound of resistance power guns blasting into PPD deflector shields. You better hurry. Now this is a quasi escort mission. I'm gonna be what I'm gonna. It's gonna look like I'm goofing around, but what I'm gonna do is take each individual officer that I rescue to the exit and then try to lose them. Otherwise, they'll keep following me, and more often than not, they end up getting killed. So I'm trying to avoid that. Didn't want to fight that guy just yet. Officer Tepp told you the following. Sergeant Hastings led the 12 of us down here looking for the resistance. Well, we sure found 'em. We discovered one of their makeshift bases and raided it. Sarge said he found some interesting intel on one of their computers, but on the way back up topside, we got ambushed. Before I even knew what was going on, Sarge ordered me to head up to the surface and call for help. Then Rounds, Hesh, and the Sarge all covered my escape. It wasn't until I got all the way up here that my comms started working again, and so I called in for help. The resistance found me not too long after, but then you showed up. Oh man, we gotta help the others. The others are right here. I skipped you on purpose because I hate escorting, especially upstairs, man. Back in the day, like the server that I'm playing on right now, they just recently did some tweaks to NPC follower AI and how they navigate steps. But man, back in the day, like stairs were the hardest enemy in the game because NPCs just could not figure them out. All right, let's give Prater White a call. Good job, Interrogator Lareaux. It sounds like Sergeant Hastings and his team discovered that the Resistance were planning a large coordinated attack on the Ministry of Information. Now that they know that, now that we know that, they'd be fools to try it. First the Ministry of Technology, and now the Ministry of Information. I wonder what it is they're really after. The Resistance have shown that they have plans within plans, and that what appears to be a full-scale attack is actually just a diversion. All in all, it's not a bad day's work for the PPD. But hopefully this little adventure of theirs will filter through their ranks and remind them that it will be Powers Division, not the beat cops, that are going to end this little resistance movement. Well, things seem to have calmed down a bit. At least enough for me to feel comfortable sending you out for an errand while I keep my eye on things. It ain't really flashy, but I need it done. Think of it as a personal favor to yours truly. I need you to get some flowers for my lady. Can I count on you? Flowers? I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this either. Listen, Interrogator Lareaux, when Cleo's unhappy, I'm unhappy. And nobody wants me unhappy. All right? Now head over to the flower vendor near the transit station and pick up some synthetic yellow roses. Cleo likes them best. Hello, citizen. You are looking rather sharp today. Perhaps I can interest you in some tulips or a nice floral arrangement for your domicile? Everything in my selection is locally grown in the Neuron Technologies Unlimited Synthetics Facility, growing beauty smarter. We're going to ask about roses. Of course, let me see what I have available. Oh, I apologize, citizen. I appear to be all out of roses. Could I interest you in another product? What else we got in stock? Certainly. Allow me to access my inventory. Oh, I am terribly embarrassed. I appear to have nothing in stock at this time. Could I interest you in another product? Who bought all the flowers? I cannot give you the details on specific customers, citizen. However, I can tell you that there was quite a crowd of people here earlier, and they all purchased my inventory. Well, where did they go? Certainly, citizen. A number of citizens purchased and then took their flowers with them in honor of the people killed in yesterday's terrorist attacks. Can I be of further assistance? It looks as though you're going to have to go on your own to find roses in the Magisterium Gardens. And then it just more tutorial. Yeah, okay, whatever, bro. Well, well, well. What have we here? Give her the roses. For me? Thanks, sugar. But what are these even for? Oh, wait a minute here. I get it. Michael put you up to this, didn't he? Yes, he did. Oh, if Michael thought he was sorry before, he's going to be real sorry when I have a word with him later. That man has got to learn that you have to say the words for it to count. Um, did I do something wrong? Oh, not at all, honey. It's not you that I'm mad at. Now get back to Mr. Alpha Dog, and you tell him that the roses were a fine gift. No sense in having him throw a tantrum at you on account of our personal business. Well, will you be all right? I mean, he is Praetor White. Oh, don't you worry about me. There's two people in this world that can handle my man. Emperor Cole and myself. See you around, Tiger. I think, like in other media, Cleopatra was proven to be quite the badass, but you don't ever really see it in game. Did she like him? All right, good. Dodge that bullet. You know what, Interrogator Lareaux? You ain't half bad. You may think that my job is pretty cushy, huh, Interrogator Lareaux? No, you have to say my name. I'm right here. Well, it isn't all flexing for the cameras and sipping mimosas with the lady. Let me tell you, sometimes, being in charge, you have to deal with some real steaming piles of red tape. That's a joke about poop. Okay. And now is one of those times. I want you to head down to GravTech Labs. I've got a job down there that needs your attention for detail. Can I count on you? Listen, it's nothing fancy, just a routine inspection of the labs. The thing is, I got wind that a PPD squad went there to inspect the labs, led by Captain Duvall from Precinct 5. The PPD aren't scheduled to inspect the place for a few weeks, which makes me suspicious. Duvall could just be trying to flex his muscle a little and show that he could still handle the job, but it could be something else. Everyone sees me from a mile off. Someone's all Everyone sees me from a mile off. Someone always snitches that the big dog is coming, so this time I'm sending you to do the inspection for me. Might help have someone who isn't smashing the front door down, you know? Just be careful. Some of the PPD guys don't like that my Powers Division boys are better than them, and they might see you as walking in on their jurisdiction. Show them your teeth, and they'll back down. Just try not to hurt any of them too badly. We're supposed to be working together, after all. Slipping into my southern accent. Um, if I read or speak too fast, I stutter and stumble. If I speak too slowly, I slip into my southern accent because my brain is a traitor to myself. It would appear that your surprise inspection has caught everyone off guard. Interrogator Lareaux, over here. How can I help you? I'm here to conduct Praetor White's inspection of this lab. I see. How very unexpected. Well, as you can see, we're inspecting the labs right now, so there's no need for you to be here. I'm under strict orders, Captain. I see. That is unfortunate for you, then. You mean to push the issue? Not push, shove. Really? From the looks of it, the resistance were planning on creating a distraction so their PPD imposters could effortlessly walk into a number of important government offices and raid them for sensitive material as well. It's a good thing you stopped them because the average citizen knows better than to question the actions of the PPD. All right. So, hope you enjoyed episode 30. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of Praetorian Lareaux and his misadventures. Um, we'll see how it goes. Until next time, goodbye.